Reach the arms to the front if you haven't done it yet. Take a few deep breaths. And come onto all fours to warm up the spine and the wrists. I'm starting with cat and cow. Nicely stacking everything. Inhale, look up. Exhale, round the back. A few more rounds. Stretching out your back, your stomach. Make this the last one. Come back to neutral before we do the wrist. Let's do a few twists in the back. Open the door to your left, reach the left arm up. Keep the hips above the knees and thread the needle. Keep the right arm straight for now. It's a quick one. And let's do another couple more to the same side. Left arm up, inhale. Point the left arm to the front of the mat. Exhale, thread the needle. One more time. Make sure you feel the back muscles. And exhale, twist. Come back to center and let's change over. Inhale as you open the door to the right, all the way up. Exhale, thread the needle. Please use those back muscles. Keep your hips above the knees. This is my second one. One more time. Once you've done the last one, let's do the wrists circling forward. Maybe turning the fingertips to the back. Be very careful with that. Rocking forward and backward for me. And then pressing the back of the wrists onto the mat a few times, maybe one by one, maybe together. Very careful on your back here. And I think our wrists should be ready. Come onto your front. I'm putting feet wider than the mat, starting with mini cobras. Inhale, lift, long neck, elbows pointing to the back, exhale onto the mat. Twice more. Keep lengthening the tailbone to the back of the mat. One more time. See if you can stay halfway. Hold and make sure you're breathing. Release the fingertips to the back of the mat. Slowly and gently. I'm turning the palms to the mat, squeezing shoulder blades, feeling the back muscles working. And then bring the hands back onto the mat, bring the feet back to hip distance and push up onto all fours. Once you're there, tug the tailbone under. Let's go into camel, starting out lighter, easier, careful. Squeezing glutes, I'm keeping the hands on the lower back, but I know we've got some bendy backed ones. Straight away, go towards your heels with the fingertips if you want. Make sure you're working the glutes, make sure you're opening the collarbones. And these options that we start with are always good if you experience any pain in the lower back, so think about it. Release it off. Let's go into a downward dog. Reach forward, pedal the heels out. And the good news is you've already started your first circuit, your core exercises. I'm taking it further in every round, but don't forget it's your workout. You can always take it easier or take it even further if you've got your own options. Drop the knees onto the mat, come into a forearm plank. I'm keeping the forearms parallel with each other. Step the leg back, both legs back one by one, tucking tailbone and hold. No, we are not doing the dolphin in case you're fearing it. Long neck. Anytime you want to drop the knees, please do so. I'm going to bring the forearms stacked, so I'm lining them up with the short side of the mat. Keeping the elbows glued to the mat, flick them over to your right. Now you might not like that. You might want to bend the right knee or keep the right heel flat with the right knee straight and hold. Bring them back to center, draw the belly button in so there is no pain on your lower back. And flick them over to your left. Come back to center. Drop the knees onto the mat and lie down onto your front. We are starting again with back extensions. I'm keeping the feet hip distance this time. Reaching the fingertips to the back of the mat, going for locust straight away. Squeezing shoulder blades. Lifting shoulder, lengthening the shoulders and the neck. Turning the palms to the mat. If you're ready for more, squeeze your glutes, lift the knees to come into a full locust. Making sure the back muscles working. The lower back is not on the tension or too much tension. Hold it for one more breath. And then bring it onto the mat. Pushing through all fours and into camel. First round the back as you're going through all fours, giving an angry cat. Lift up, start engaging your glutes, getting ready for your camel. Same as before is good. Taking it further, you can always untuck the toes. I'm reaching towards the heels. You might want to come with me. I'm doing it one by one with a little back extension and arm circle. Otherwise, just hold it. Make sure you're breathing. Make sure you feel the glutes working. And the top of your shoulders opening. For one more breath. And then reach forward, coming out of the camel position safely, whatever it is for you. Reaching forward for a downward dog. Again, I'm going through a rounded back. Drop the knees onto the mat, elbows onto the mat. This time I'm touching fingertips, pressing the little fingers into the mat. Long neck, shoulders away from the ears. Engage your stomach muscles, stepping into plank position. Staying here is always a good option. Otherwise, glue the elbows to the mat. Flick the heels over to your right. And that might be enough. It's quite challenging already. Keep the left elbow firmly glued to the mat. See if you can stack the left foot on top of the right. See if you can lift the left heel about hip level and hold for 3, 2, and 1. Turn into a plank position in the middle very carefully. Once you've got that, rearrange your neck, stomach muscles. Flick the heels over to your left. Find the position first, making sure there is no back pain. Stack the right foot on top of the left if it's there. Or maybe hover the right heel. For 3, 2, and 1. Turning back to the middle. Hold your plank for one more breath. And drop the knees onto the mat. Come onto your front. Let's go back into locust. Reaching the fingertips to the back. Engaging shoulder blades. Lengthening the neck. Squeezing glutes if you're getting ready to lift the legs. If you wanted to step further, interlace the fingers above your hips. Straighten the elbows if you can. Pointing knuckles or Kali Mudra, first 2 fingers to the back of the mat. And with straight elbows if you want to lift the hands off the hips, but keep opening the collarbones to the front of the mat. Hold for one more breath. And then bring it onto the mat. Straightening the spine, going through all fours, rounding the back. Sitting into camel again, either tucking the toes or untucking them. Finding the glute muscles working and then going into your camel your way. You choose the options. Hold it for about 3 breaths. Thinking about the hips staying above the knees or pushing them back above the knees. Come out of it safely. No back pain, please, no knee pain. Reach forward, downward dog. Round it back as you're pushing bum up. Hold it for a breath. You feel free to pedal. It might be quite nice. Drop the knees onto your elbows, finding plank position. I'm touching fingertips, elbows no wider than the shoulders. Once you've stepped back, check in with the neck. It stays long. Stomach muscles staying engaged. Gluing elbows to the mat. Flick the heels to your left. Next level is to stack the right foot on top of the left. Next one is to hover the right foot. And you've got one more option, 3 times. Bring your right knee towards the right elbow. Bringing it in, you probably can't see that much. Push it back, hover it, inhale. Exhale, bringing that right knee towards the elbow. I can't touch it. It's a little bit too far for me, but keep trying. And this is my last one, I'm really shaking. Push it out. And turn back to the middle. I'm taking a breath here. And flicking the heels over to my right. Taking the option of stacking the feet if you want. Or hovering the left foot, draw that belly button in. Or bringing the left knee towards the right elbow. I'm lying the left elbow. And push it back. I've got 2 more. And this is my last one. I'm really shaking now. Push it back. Turn into center. Oh, find your plank one more time. Drop the knees, come onto your front. Guys, this is your last round. That's the great news. And then when you're ready, fingertips going to the back for locust, engaging shoulder blades, glutes, and the legs lifting if you're ready. You can interlace the fingers if you're ready. And hold. For 3. For 2. And 1 more. Take it onto your front. Hands under your shoulders, pushing through all 4s. You get the chance here to round the back. 1 more camel. If you start from your heels, sit onto your heels. And then grab the, what's that now? The heels. Engage the glutes wherever you're coming from. And then opening the top of your shoulders. Glutes are working. Chest is stretching for me. And try your best to push the hips back above the knees. For 3. For 2. And for 1. I'm sitting onto the heels. By all means, just walk up on the lower back with the hands. Come forwards into a child's pose. Drop the head, shoulders by your side. And I think we're ready. Reach those arms to the front. Push the bum up. Find static downward dog or move if you feel you need it. Come to the front of your mat. I'm still just stepping. Anytime you're ready for more, you can hop it. Inhale into a halfway lift to lengthen the spine. And exhale forward. Round your back, bend your knees and slowly restack the vertebra. Come into a standing position and roll your shoulders out on the top. Reach up into a standing cobra. Inhale. Exhale, hands to heart center. Sweep the arms around and reach up again. Inhale. Exhale, forward onto the thighs. Forward, forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, chaturanga, but I'm just stepping back into a high plank, taking my time, shifting the weight forward. Inhale. And exhale, going through your chaturanga, whatever suits you today. Press the feet into the mat. Inhale into cobra, upward dog. And exhale, make your way into a downward dog. Hold it here for a breath. And we can start your second flow. Lift the right heel behind you into a three-legged dog. Keep the hips square for now. Inhale. Exhale, bring the right knee to the nose. Give it a tap. Try your best to touch, maybe to the forehead. Push back into three-legged dog. Inhale. Exhale, step between the thumbs into runner's lunge. Drop the left knee onto the mat. Sweep the arms up into crescent moon. Take a big inhale. Exhale, interlace the fingers behind you again. I'm opening your chest today. Point the knuckles or Kali Mudra downwards. Open the chest up. Inhale. And exhale, hinge forward. See if you can take the back knee off. Please be careful. With the first round, release the arms and float into warrior three. And find a nice straight line on the top. I've got the block with me. You might not need it. I'm bending the right knee. Revolving the half moon. The left hand comes on the block for me in front of the mat. And the right arm is twisting up. Back is straight. Right thumb pointing to the front of the mat. And lifting the left hip a bit higher if you can. Stepping into runner's lunge. I'm bringing the right foot on the mat. I'm bending the right knee even more. Framing the right foot. Stepping to the back of the mat. Put the hands flat and sweep the right heel up into a three-legged dog again. Keep the hips square. Inhale. Exhale, right knee to the left, elbow across. Give it a tap again. We are going into fallen triangle. Take your time to extend the right knee out to the left. Left heel flat and lift the left arm. I'm gliding that right foot across, along to my left, stacking shoulders, maybe give it a slight back bend if you're there, and pop the right bum cheek onto the mat, so we can do a wide-legged forward fold. Sit down. Turn the toes up to the ceiling. Reach the arms up. Let's work with power from the back and the inner thighs. Inhale and exhale, fold. I know I'm being very brave, but you were also bendy today. I've got the lucky bendy ones, so we are going to push it a bit. Reach back up. You might want to walk the hands back if it hurts on your inner thighs as you come up. And going through a fallen triangle, I've got right hand on the mat, turning the hips over, lifting the bum up, maybe bend back slightly, reaching left fingertips to the front of the mat. And then go back into three-legged dog, left hand on the mat, and sweep the right heel up. Take a big inhale. We've got one more back bend. Stack the hips on the top, bend the right knee. Just hold it for a sec. You know where I'm going. We're thinking about wild thing. You can leave it out. This is the first round. Please be aware of your shoulders. Lift the left heel, come onto the right fingertips when you're ready, and tip over. Flipping the dog. I'm dropping the left hip just to prepare. And when you're ready, take a big inhale as you exhale, lift. And turn the hip up to the ceiling. Press the right heel into the mat. Reach the right fingertips to the front of the mat. Come back into downward dog. We're done with the first round. Right hand down, stepping the right foot down and holding the downward dog. I'm going to hold it for 3 breaths. If you want to do a flow, if you want to do a chaturanga, feel free. I'm just going to hold it here. Let's lift the left leg behind you. Inhale, keeping the hips square. Exhale, left knee to the nose to tap, strengthening the core muscles. Inhale, push back up, three-legged dog. Exhale, step through between the thumbs, runner's lunge. Right knee on the mat, reaching up into crescent moon. Take a big inhale. Exhale, interlace the fingers in the back, opening up. Kali Mudra, pointing the first two fingers. If you can, look up to the ceiling. Hinging forward. See if you can take the back knee off. Maybe release the hands. I'm going to do that. This is still the first round. And float into Warrior 3. Nice and slowly find a Warrior 3. Flexing the right foot to the mat. And revolving the half moon, right fingertips on the mat or on the block. And turning the left shoulder and fingertips to the ceiling. Lift the right hip higher. Left thumb pointing to the front of the mat. Stepping into runner's lunge. I'm bending the left knee as I'm bringing the fingertips to the mat. Stepping to the back of the mat with the right foot. Once you're there, the hands are flat. Sweeping left heel up, three-legged dog, keeping the hips square still. And bring the left knee to the right elbow across. Fallen triangle. Extending the left knee. Taking my time to lift the right hand. Maybe opening the chest up to the ceiling. And pop the bum onto the mat so we can do wide-legged forward fold. Finding the stretch, turning the toes up. I'm sorry, I'm turning my back on you. Reach up, inhale, and exhale, find that stretch. One more breath here, taking that stretch a little bit further every time. And then when you're ready, press into the heels and then slowly rise up. You might just want to walk the hands back towards the groin. Left hand on the mat. Lift up into fallen triangle. You might want to open the chest again. So it kind of becomes a back bend. Right hand on the mat, sweeping left heel up, three-legged dog. Take a big inhale here. Stack the hips as you exhale. Bend the left knee. Hold it for one more breath. Wild thing, lift the right heel, come onto the left fingertips. And flip over. I'm dropping right hip to prepare. And then open up to the ceiling. One more breath. Beautiful. Left hand on the mat. Come back into downward dog. Good time to do a chaturanga, unless you want to wait here with me. I'm just holding downward dog. Stretch the shoulders. Once you're back with us, hold it for one more breath. Beautiful, guys. Let's go back to the right side. Lift the right heel, three-legged dog, inhale. Exhale, right knee to the nose. Inhale, three-legged dog. Exhale, runner's lunge. Step through between the thumbs. I'm keeping the back knee off the mat this time. Crescent lunge. Reach up, inhale. Exhale, interlace the fingers in the back. Open the heart up, knuckles to the mat or Kali Mudra, inhale. Exhale, Warrior 3. See if you can keep the hands interlaced. Lift up. I'm sweeping the arms to the front. Inhale, lengthening the line on the top. Exhale, revolving half moon, left hand on the block or the mat, right arm up to the ceiling. Step into runner's lunge, bend the right knee, frame the right foot, step the left foot to the back. Sweep the right heel up, three-legged dog, inhale. Exhale, right knee to the left elbow. Extend the right knee, fallen triangle. Take your time to open up, maybe up towards the ceiling for a back bend. Pop the bum on the mat, wide-legged forward fold, no rush. Once you're there, toes up, find the distance between the feet, reach up to lengthen the back. And as you exhale, fold. Take one more breath here. Try and come up with power. Draw the belly button in. Press the heels into the mat. Inhale, lift up. If it hurts your back, walk the hands back to the groin. Right hand on the mat as you exhale. Start lifting into fallen triangle. Again, you have the option to open up to the ceiling. Very careful on your back. And then let's push up into three-legged dog. Right heel up. Inhale, getting ready for three-legged dog. So I'm stacking on the top, bending the right knee. Flip the dog. Wild thing if you're coming with us. I'm still dropping the hip. If you want to take it further, when the hip is on the mat, I'm bending the left knee so my left foot is flat and then lifting up into tabletop. You should be able to lift higher. Reach the fingertips. Turn into downward dog. Right hand flat and very carefully make your way back into downward dog. Hold it for a breath. A good time to do a chaturanga if you want. You can inhale, go forward. Exhale, sink through. Inhale, cobra upward dog. And exhale, downward dog. Beautiful. Lift the left heel behind you. Three-legged dog, inhale. Exhale, left knee to the nose. Tap. Inhale, three-legged dog. Exhale, step through. Runner's lunge. I'm keeping the back knee off. Sweep the arms up, crescent lunge. Inhale. Exhale, interlace the fingers. Inhale, heart up, knuckles down. Maybe a slight back bend if it doesn't hurt your back. Exhale, hinge, warrior three. One more breath. Long line on the top. Sweep the arms to the front on your next inhale. Exhale, revolving the half moon, right fingertips on the mat. Left arm up. Lift the right hip higher. Start stepping back into runner's lunge. Frame the left foot. Step the right foot to the back. Sweep the left heel up. Three-legged dog. Keep the hips square for now. Inhale. Exhale, left knee across to the right elbow. And a fallen triangle. Right arm up. Taking my time to open the chest, strengthening shoulder blades. And then pop the left bum cheek onto the mat. Square your hips. Turn the toes up. Sweep the arms up, inhale. And exhale, forward. You have the option to put the hands onto the mat and walk forward. Please be very careful with this one. That's a lot of strength in the hamstrings. One more breath. Use your power if you can to press into the heels and hinge up, inhale. Exhale, fallen triangle, left hand on the mat. Start lifting up. Take your time to maybe give it a slight back bend here carefully. And then three-legged dog, right hand down, left heel up. This time I'm stacking the hips. Wild thing. Start it slowly again if you want. Drop the right hip with me. I'm bending the right knee, right foot flat, and then lifting the bum. And now you know that in the next round, if you want to, this is how you might want to go into a wheel. Turn into downward dog. Guys, we've got one more round here. Good time to do a chaturanga if you want. Inhale to go forward. Exhale to sink through. Inhale, cobra upward dog. And exhale, let's meet in downward dog. One more round. Right heel up, three-legged dog, inhale. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, three-legged dog. Exhale, runner's lunge. Step through. Crescent lunge, sweep up. Inhale. Exhale, interlace the fingers. Inhale, open the heart up, knuckles down. Exhale, hinge, warrior three. Sweep both arms to the front. Inhale. Exhale, left fingertips on the mat, right arm up. Revolving half moon, hold for a breath. Keep lifting the left hip. Frame the right foot. Step back into runner's lunge. Sweep the right heel up, three-legged dog, inhale. Right knee to left elbow. Exhale. Fallen triangle. Extend. Open. Now this time, if you want to really open the legs, pop the bum onto the mat, and you might want to widen the stance. I'm moving the right foot if you want. Inhale, reach up. We're going to hold it for 3 breaths. Exhale, fold. Try and release into the stretch this time. Place the hands onto the mat. One more breath. This time I would like you to walk the hands back instead of lifting up with power. Just walk them back. I'm just bringing the right foot back. Getting ready for fallen triangle, right hand down. Lift the bum. Open the chest again if you want. Take your time. Left hand down, right heel up, three-legged dog. Big inhale. Stack on the top as you exhale. Bend the right knee. Flip the dog. Wild thing, or this is your time to do the wheel. It's probably easiest to pop your bum onto the mat, bend the left knee, and then lift up. And maybe join the right hand onto the mat to the left. Slowly make your way out of your wild thing or wheel into downward dog. If you're doing the chaturanga, go for it. Inhale into plank. Exhale, sink through. Inhale, cobra, upward dog. Exhale, downward dog. When you're ready, other side. Lift the left heel. That's the last one. Inhale. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, three-legged dog. Exhale, step through runner's lunge. Inhale, crescent lunge, sweep up. Exhale, open, interlace the fingers. Heart up, knuckles down. Inhale. Exhale, warrior three. Float into the balance. Sweep the arms to the front. Inhale. Exhale, revolving half moon. Right fingertips on the mat. Left hand up. Keep lifting the left hip. Step into runner's lunge. I'm framing left foot. Step back. Hands flat. Sweep the left heel up. Three-legged dog. Inhale. Exhale, left knee to the right elbow across. Fallen triangle. Take your time to do the little back bend if you want. And pop the bum onto the mat. Widen the seated position by moving the left leg if you want. Take it a bit easier. Again, you've got 3 breaths. Inhale, prepare. And exhale, fold down, putting the hands onto the mat. And then walk it out as far as it takes you. And hold it for 3. Hold it for 2. And hold it for 1 more. Walk the hands to the groin this time. Try not to use power that much. I'm bringing the left foot closer towards my right. Left hand down, going through fallen triangle. Lift the bum, inhale. Exhale, right hand down. Sweep the left heel up. Inhale, three-legged dog. Open on the top. Bend the knee on the top. Flip the dog. Wild thing or wheel, you decide. Take your time. Louise, you're so there. You're so there. That's it. It might be the other side if you're right-handed. And then very slowly come back. I'm going to have a look at that afterwards. Find your downward dog. Good time to do a chaturanga. Stay in downward dog with me. Inhale to go forward. Exhale, sink through. Inhale, cobra upward dog. And exhale, meet us in downward dog. Walk to the front of your mat, feet hip distance. Nicely done, everyone. Inhale into a halfway lift. And exhale, fold. Then go down for a breath or two. Hang your head. Taking all the weight off of your wrists. So if you want to interlace the fingers and maybe roll your hands and your wrists around, it might be quite nice to do. Or just shake them out, whatever you need. Give them a little rest. The shoulders and the wrists worked loads. Bend your knees generously. Walk your hands up on your thighs. Come into a standing position. Once you're up there, 3 standing cobras. Inhale, reach up. Slide back, bend as long as you squeeze your glutes. Exhale, hands to heart center. Twice more. Roll those arms around the big circle. Inhale. Exhale, hands to heart center. Let's do one more and then we fold. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, chaturanga or leave it out. Meet in downward dog. Inhale, cobra upward dog. Let's meet in downward dog. Exhale. Lift the right heel behind you, 3-legged dog. As you exhale, step through between the thumbs. Pivot the left heel onto the mat. Cartwheel up into warrior 2. Bend the right knee above the right ankle. One more breath. Straighten the right knee. Shift the fingertips to the front of the mat. Flip the palm, triangle. Start leaning over. Half moon, bending right knee, right fingertips coming to the front of the mat. Find the balance, lift the left heel. Stack the shoulders and hips. Hold. Option to take it further straight away, bending the left knee to grab the left foot from the inside and maybe press the foot into the hand to open the hips. Then stretch into the right hamstrings more. Release into half moon. And step into goddess. Bend the right knee. Take a long step to the back of the mat. Turn the toes out. And the arms are coming into a cactus as you sit down into a wide plie squat. Tug the pelvis. Make sure your feet are wide so you're safe in the knees. See if you can lift the heels. This is just optional. Just for one breath. And then press them back onto the mat. 5-pointed star, straightening knees and elbows, reach up, inhale. Exhale, wide-legged forward, turn the feet parallel. And just relax towards the mat. Tailbone up, bending slightly in the knees. And feeding the hamstring, stretching. Couple of twists here. I'm straightening the elbows, fingertips on the mat under my chest. Reaching right arm up, so I'm stacking the shoulders. Take a big inhale. Have a slight bend in the knees, it will probably help. Exhale, right fingertips on the mat and change. Left arm up, inhale. Exhale back onto the mat. Let's walk fingertips to your right ankle, just to stretch into the hamstrings more, and fold your chest towards the right thigh. Keep both arms straight, both legs straight. Walking through center, over to the other side. Pull your chest to the left thigh. Grab the back of your left leg somewhere and pull gently. You all have very flexible hamstrings, so just go for it. You should be quite warm now. Walk the fingertips to the center and sit into a side lunge onto the right heel. I'm keeping the hands flat, walk the hands over. Focus on the stretching, don't worry about strength right now. Make sure it doesn't hurt. Watch the alignment, right knees and toes lining up. Choose your options, don't wait for me. You might be off the mat already with the hands and hands to heart center open. Some of you are opening, go for it. We'll come back here so you can play with that more. Hands on the mat, push your bum up. Give it a little fold in the middle and walk to the left side. So to sit into the same side lunge, taking your time, stretching out the inner thighs. Again, whatever you did on the other side, attempt to do exactly the same. It might be harder on one side. Again, you choose your options, play around. Hands on the mat, push your bum up high, turn the feet parallel to one more forward fold. And then walk to the front of the mat to the right foot to frame it into runner's lunge. Step back into a downward dog. Option to wait or go through chaturanga. Inhale into high plank if you're doing it, exhale, sink through. Inhale, cobra, upward dog. And exhale, let's meet in downward dog. Let's do exactly the same on the other side. Lift the left heel behind you, three-legged dog, inhale. Exhale, step through, runner's lunge. Flip the right heel onto the mat. Cartwheel up, warrior two. Lengthening the stance if you need to, safe in the left knee. Triangle, straightening left knee, shifting left fingertips to the front, flip the palm and lean over. This one is about stretching the right side of your body. Try not to collapse and turn the right hip towards the mat. Turn it up. Half moon, look to the mat, bend the left knee, left fingertips on the mat, lift the right leg. Find the balance, stack the hips and shoulders. If you want that extra stretch in the hip flexors and the hamstrings, bend the right knee, grab the right foot from the inside, press into the right hand, and release back into half moon. Step into goddess, take your time, bend the left knee and take a long step back. Once you're there, you can adjust. Like I had to, turn the toes out, arms in a cactus and sit down. Lift the heels. This is optional. And heels down. 5-pointed star, reach up, inhale, straightening the legs, turn the feet parallel. Exhale, fold. Starting with the twists. Bring the fingertips underneath you. Straighten the arms. Left elbow goes up. Take a big inhale. Exhale, change. Right arm goes up. Inhale. Long line. Exhale. Back to center and fold. Walk the fingertips to the left ankle. Fold onto the left thigh. I need to pull in the curtains, guys. You carry on, I'm not there, but you fold onto the left thigh. Breathe through it, taking that stretch further and further. Walking through center, over to the right thigh, grabbing the back of your right leg, pulling gently towards the right thigh. Come back to center, a little fold here. You've got the 2 side lunges. Sitting onto the left heel first, turning left toes out. Try and take it a little bit further, whatever that is for you. Whether it's letting go, whether it's pressing into the elbows, whether it's opening. Some of you have been practicing fingertips on the mat and popping the right bum cheek onto the mat. See what happens. You might already have right hand onto the left ankle and leaning over. Find your way out of that position. Use the hands as long as you're stretching, it's there. Let's meet in wide-legged forward fold. Again, helping with the hands is a good idea. Push your bum up, wide-legged forward fold. A little fold here, drop the chest, it's nice. Make your way to the right heel. Again, play around. Whatever it is that you enjoy, that's really important as well, that you enjoy it. Whatever you think is taking it further for you. That's it. Good, 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 good. Make your way out of the position slowly, 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 slowly. Again, fingertips around the thigh helps. And then turn back, bum up high. Turn the feet parallel, fold. One more breath. Walk to the front of the mat and frame the left foot. Step into downward dog. Instead of going through chaturanga, let's do a hand balance. Think about possibly doing a headstand after the hand balance. So come to the middle of the mat. Crane or crawl, and then a tripod headstand. If you're not doing that, practice any of your or either of your hand balance. You choose one. Have a play. You've got plenty of time. It's giving your inner thighs a bit of a break. If you're not practicing hand balance, just maybe practice tipping into the fingertips. If you've taken a few goes with it and you don't fancy doing that, practice your headstand. Maybe tripod like the others. Dropping the top of the head onto the mat, pointing the elbows to the back of the mat. So you can walk the feet in and press into the hands, maybe tucking the heel up. Just doing the drills will make you stronger. Beautiful, guys. I'm seeing some really nice ones. Take another couple of breaths. If you've already finished with your repetition, whatever you've been doing, sit into child's pose for a sec and just relax. Otherwise, some of you are still doing it. Finish it off. No rush. Have a little play with those drills. Yeah, that's the one. So close. Take a breath here. So close. So close. Yeah. Right, everyone. Let's find downward dog. You have one more round each of the inner thigh stretches, side lunges, and the rest. Let's find a downward dog. Once you're there, lift the right heel behind you, inhale. Exhale, step through between the thumbs and pivot left heel onto the mat. Cartwheel up, warrior two. Sink into the stance for a sec. Triangle, straightening right knee, shifting forward, flipping the palm, leaning over. Now this time, see if you can bring the right fingertips back around the ears, but still look up at the ceiling. Oh, a bit more strength in the left obliques. Bend the right knee, reach the right fingertips to the front of the mat and float into half moon. Find your stacked shoulders and hips. Option to reach back again and press the left foot into the hand or leave it out. Back into half moon. And step into goddess, bend the right knee. Step to the back. Cactus arms. Sit down, chest up, tug the pelvis. See if you want to lift the heels or leave it out for 3, 2, 1. Heels down. Stand up 5-pointed star. Inhale, turn the feet parallel. Exhale, wide-legged forward fold and hold for a breath. Two twists. Start whichever way you want. Fingertips down, right, arms straight and reach up. Inhale. Exhale, swap. Make sure both arms are straight as you reach up. Come back. Walk over to one ankle, whichever you want. Fold yourself towards that ankle. As you're there already, stay on that side. Bring the fingertips onto the mat. If you need them, turn the toes out, sit down. Take about 3 breaths here to play. That gives you plenty of time to go through all the options you wanted to try. And make your way out of that position. Let's meet in wide-legged forward fold. Plenty of time. Take your time. Take your time. Once you're there, make sure your feet are parallel for a sec so you can bend and fold. Fold onto the other thigh. Keep the knee straight. Not quite side lunge just yet. You're just turning towards that thigh. Now let's do the side lunge on the same side. Turn the toes out and take your time. Focus on taking it further. That's beautiful, everyone. And I'm starting to make my way out of the position very slowly, meeting in wide-legged forward fold. Turn back to the front of the mat. Step the right leg back into downward dog, pedal it out. Straight away, let's do one more round. Left leg up. Inhale, 3-legged dog. Exhale, step through. Right heel flat, cartwheel up, warrior 2. Triangle, extending left knee, shifting to the front, flip the palm, lean over. See if you can bring the left fingertips around the ears. Keep turning the left hip and shoulder up to the ceiling. Careful on your back. Half moon, look to the front, bend the left knee, fingertips to the mat. Lift the right heel. Open the chest, stack the shoulders and hips. See if you want to bend the right leg. Press the foot into the hand. Half moon pose. And making your way into a goddess, bending left knee. Stepping back. Arms in a cactus. For the last time, sit down into that wide and deep stance if you can. Lift the heels if it's there. And then heels down. 5-pointed star. Straightening arms and legs. Inhale. Exhale, fold. You should be feeling so warm in the hamstrings and in the thighs. Twists. Fingertips under the chest. Straight arms. Reach up one arm. Inhale. Other arm. Inhale, reach. Exhale, back to center. Walking over to one leg to fold onto that leg. Choose whichever you want. Keep the leg straight first and pull. Guys, you might have got to the point you can grab that ankle with the opposite hand, pressing the elbow onto the mat, and then fold. As you're on that side, stay there, sit into a side lunge for the last time. Take your time, take your time. Take your time, you're stretching. Going through all the options, play, moving. That movement is going to lengthen the hamstrings and inner thighs. Make your way out of that position. Let's meet in wide-legged forward fold. Other side, keep the knee straight. Fold onto that thigh. You might be able to grab the ankle with the opposite hand, pressing that elbow into the mat and folding towards the thigh. Side lunge, and this is your last side lunge. Make sure you've got the knee alignment, knees and toes. Making your way through your side lunge. Working your way through those options. Taking your time to breathe through the movement. Facilitating the stretch. And make your way out of the position, but please do not rush. Let's meet in wide-legged forward fold. One more fold, one more inner thigh stretch. Walk to the front of the mat, which should be your left leg. Step into downward dog. One more chaturanga if you want, or wait here. Inhale, forward high plank, exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, cobra upward dog. Exhale, downward dog. Hold your downward dog for one more breath. Drop your knees. Sit yourself on your bum. A quick boat pose. I promise it will be quick. Lift the chest. Scoop the tummy. Find your boat pose. Reach the arms to the front. One more breath. Find yourself on your back. Pull the knees in. Rock side to side. Stretch the glutes one way. I've got left heel coming to the right side, or other way, it doesn't matter. Find your glute stretch. Keep your head and shoulders flat so you can relax. Change sides. So you're taking the long breaths. And close your eyes. Find a glute stretch on the other side. Head and shoulders on the mat. And release. Final stretch. Spinal twist. You might have a version you prefer. I like figure 4. Right knee straight. Left knee comes across. It might be the other way around. Push the knee across, sending left shoulder blades flat again. Use the one that works better for you. Once you've got the stretch, close your eyes. Inhale in through the nose. Out through the nose. Ease out of the stretch slowly. Change the sides. Choosing your own spinal twist. Think about keeping shoulder blades flat. Eyes closed. Long breaths. Stay on your side, bring both arms and legs over to that side. Take another breath in your side lying position. Sitting up slowly in your own time, avoiding any dizzy spells. Legs comfy, spine long. Shoulders back. Ear to shoulder one way. Change. Breathe. Take those long breaths. Back to center. Lift your chin, inhale. Exhale, drop the chin. Circle one way. Change. Lift your chin. Maybe open your eyes. You don't need to. Sweep the arms up, inhale. Exhale as the heart center. Exhale. Bow your head. Thank you, everyone. Namaste.